I'm pretty sure on Twitter you can just post nudity without any like problems, right?
You can post pornography.
Yeah, the replies to a lot of tweets that are irrelevant to porn, it'll just be like, "That's cool, but have you seen my pussy?" And it'll be like some chick promoting her OnlyFans. That's so common now, and I just like the discourse is like half infested at this point.
They had this one lady who was saying she made $40 million this year on OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, that's nuts.
$40 million.
And she's a virgin, I guess, and she doesn't post
Sure, she's a virgin. Sure. She's a 23-year-old big-tittied virgin, the only one that exists in the whole world.
See, that's an interesting scenario, if true, because it's like a lot of dudes want to shit on these chicks for being like prostitutes, essentially.
Right.
But like, if she was actually a virgin and she's posting like almost nude but not quite, but making a bunch of money off it, there's like two contradictory things going on right now.
Yeah, she wins. But the problem is, I don't want to tell anybody to not do anything. Like, ladies, you do what you want, you do you. If I was a young, pretty girl, I'd probably be on OnlyFans. I'd probably make some money. Fuck it. Why would I want to be a waitress when I could just show my tits? That's how I would look at it. The problem is twofold. One, you become addicted to an extraordinary amount of money if you're successful at it, right? So there's like a scale of people on the OnlyFans, apparently. Most of the OnlyFans, we talked about this, right? Like, most of the gals don't make that much money. Most of them.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's that much? 6 figures or millions or?
No, like even less. Like, most of them make a few $1,000s a month.
I think so. I think out of this 43, one guy paid her $5 million, she said.
Dude, that's insane. Dude, what would suck too is if you went full board and you did like actual porn
and
just got like banged on camera just for thinking you're going to become a multimillionaire, and then you still are like,
you would have to get banged on camera a lot for years to really develop a fan base. And you have to do a really good job, like, every time. Super enthusiastic. But my point is, like, you're not going to, like, most beautiful young women want a high-value man as a husband. If, let's say, they're heterosexual. Let's just assume they want to get married. If they do want to get married, they do want a relationship, you're not going to get a high-value man, especially if you're making millions of dollars a year doing this. You're going to want a guy who makes millions of dollars a year, right? Yeah. You're not going to want a guy who makes less than you. You're probably used to buying fucking Louis Vuitton, this and that, and you're used to all this shit. So you're wealthy, right? So your dating pool's smaller because you're probably not interested in a guy who makes $100,000 a year. Like, a regular guy to you is like, what is he going to do? He can't even take me anywhere. This is I'm going to pay for our vacation. Get the fuck out of here, right? So you've already like cut like regular guys out. So now you have a very small pool of men that you can date. And then out of that pool, how many of them are going to accept the fact that you're doing this? Now you have an even smaller pool. So some guys will accept it, but for how long? Like, if you get real serious, you get married, and then you're still showing your asshole to everybody, that's, but you're addicted to that money. Like, are you going to pick a relationship over this guy who may or may not be DMing his ex-girlfriend? You're going to throw it all away and throw away this $40 million a year empire you've created? Or are you trapped in that essentially forever?
Yeah, it's interesting, the thresholds though too of where they become successful for what they're doing, because it seems like some of them don't have to show their asshole. They just post like thirst trap fitness girl type content almost.
And people pay for that?
But
why would they pay for that when there's so much of that for free on Instagram?
I know, that's like the common question. And
my search page on Instagram is all butts.
I assume it's something to do with like you follow this person and like you get a bigger hit of dopamine probably from being able to potentially see more revealing something from somebody that you are like a fan of already.
I think it's interaction.
That I think is a big component too, because it's like I think half the income is like DMs.